Hey everybody, this is Juan Martinez of the ezyville network, and here's my review of Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, a game that has no business being this interesting and, much to my surprise, this good. At face value, bringing Nintendo's beloved Mario franchise and its colorful characters and vibrant worlds together with, whatever people think about Ubisoft's Raving Rabbids. Are they minions adjacent, or is it the other way around? Sounds like the most cynical video game mashup in the world, and then to hear that the game was actually being developed by Ubi and not Nintendo, and that Mario had a gun? Wait, what? If you were following the game during its reveal at E3 earlier this year, the thing that you probably heard the most about Mario and Rabbids was that it was an XCOM Lite, a turn-based affair that valued strategy and cover over just blasting Goombas and evil Rabbids. The mashup concept permeates throughout the game. From the story, it features a washing machine that travels through time with the interface of a Back to the Future DeLorean, to a rabbit named Spawny by a familiar villain in the Mario franchise, who has a special visor that combines rabbits and objects in the Mushroom Kingdom to create bad guys for Mario and his doppelganger gang to take on. It's not that Mario hasn't done the turn-based thing before, it's the execution in the way that it works so well with the principal characters involved that is the highlight of this game. Battles take place on a grid-based board where you have to navigate your way around enemy rabbits that have taken on the characteristics of classic Mario bad guys and locales. This is where you set your course of action. You can only bring a squad of 3 with you, and by default Mario is always the leader and is involved in every battle. Do you want to use Luigi's abilities as a sniper? And I'll let you think about that for a second. Luigi is a sniper. And place him far away from the action so that he's never a target but can take out enemies as they're moving to their next spot on the map? Is Rabbid Peach's ability to heal more critical in this particular battle? Or is Rabbid Mario's tank-like defense key to drawing out smashers and chain chomps while you use bombs and hammers to hit them from behind? While you might be able to get by on just charging through most of the early fights in the game and not really thinking about tactics, you will learn pretty soon that Rabbid Kong ain't nothing to mess with. While games like Advance Wars and XCOM take dozens of turns before a fight ends, it's imperative that you get a lot of things done in the fewest turns possible in Mario and Rabbids. Since you're rewarded with more coins and power orbs that you can use to buy more guns and enhance your skill tree, yep, there's a skill tree in this game, efficiency is critical. That's why you'll want to effectively use Team Jump to cover more ground to get to the spots where you need to be, and why you want to have Mario's ability to shoot bad guys while they're moving around the map to eke out some hit points, and why you want to max out the number of enemies you can slide attack before you use your actual weapon. Nothing is more satisfying in this game than pulling off a perfect ranking and finishing off a fight under the maximum allowed turns. Conversely, nothing is more frustrating than thinking you have a battle won, then all of a sudden you get knocked off your desired position, either by an environmental hazard like a blizzard, or a lucky honey shot that prevents you from moving to the cell you want to get to. Actually, scratch that. There's something way more frustrating than a good or fair rating at the end of a battle. At least those you can come back to it later or just restart a battle if you feel like it's getting away from you. The rabbit-infested Mushroom Kingdom in Mario and Rabbids was lovingly crafted by a team that was clearly comprised of Mario fans. It's why you can appreciate deep cuts like a bonsai build that can't get anywhere because it's been trapped by underwear, or the subtle nods to classic Mario tunes in the soundtrack. But whether it's chasing red coins or pushing blocks to solve puzzles, or playing what looks like bonus stages from Super Mario 3D Land, you will have a tendency to miss the thing you're trying to grab or push, forcing you to repeat sequences over and over. The lack of precision gives you an appreciation for just how perfect the controls are in virtually every Super Mario game that Nintendo touches, and how you rarely find yourself faulting the mechanics for a botched run. What Ubisoft managed to deliver in Mario and Rabbids though, is something that we didn't know we needed, and that's a touch of irreverence in the Mushroom Kingdom. Yeah, Mario and his pals do everything from kart racing to golfing to playing in the Olympics with Sonic the Hedgehog. What the Rabbids brought to the table was a fresh set of eyes to the franchise, and does goofy things that just wouldn't be possible if Nintendo had taken on the project. Rabbid Peach might be that annoying sibling who takes selfies at the most inappropriate time if they're real people, but in the game its vanity becomes the central point of many of the game's best gags. And seeing Donkey Kong in rabbit form is high comedy, especially when he loses his bananas as he seemingly becomes dog-like in his desperate attempt to get them back. But also, Mario has a Mega Buster, Luigi is a freaking sniper, and Princess Peach basically has a shotgun. And you're not rolling your eyes in cynicism. That's an accomplishment in and of itself. During the game's reveal this past June at E3, Nintendo's Shigeru Miyamoto took the stage at Ubisoft's press conference with one of the blasters that Mario rocks in the game. That visual in that setting was bizarre and unexpected. But what should have been a moment tailor-made for mockery and memes was humanized when the focus was unexpectedly shined on director Davide Soliani. When Miyamoto was talking about the game, he turned to Soliani and was recalling about the time they first met, and he asked him to make a game that had never been made before. Clearly shook because he knows what he and his team had created, a tearfully happy Soliani squeamishly got up and was greeted to much applause. Me personally, thankfully it's not just another Mario Sports mashup. It might not be the Mario game that your little brother or sister will play because the combat mechanics get a little too deep, and difficulty curves up at a frenetic pace towards the latter half of the game, but it's a welcome addition that I didn't know I wanted out of Mario. He really can do everything. While they're dissimilar in every way based on what I've played of both, there's a chance Super Mario Odyssey might not be the best Mario game that drops this year on the Switch. Just saying. For more information on the ezyville network, head on over to patreon.com/ezyville.